This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Johnny Nelson, what a headliner that was.
What a headliner. His and Jeffers fight, you know, I think how Callum finished the night, he gave the Barnsley fans exactly what they wanted, excitement, thrill. He learned a hell of a lot about himself, and I think it was a good way to make his way into the world honours, because once you become king of Europe, and especially in that fashion, to me it's important. And unfortunately, people don't know how big a win that was for him, and how dangerous Zuka was. So I think for Callum, there's a lot of lessons learned tonight, and that he needed them if he wants to step on to the next level.
Flawed twice. It's those kind of experiences that can make or break a fighter, Johnny.
Yeah, and what they do showed an amazing character. He wasn't broken. He showed steady determination. Wasn't intimidated, and it made him even want it even more. He made some mistakes, kept making the mistakes, and fixed it. He made some fundamental pluses in his game. Beautiful jab, neglected it, and then put him off. Then he realised he found his way through. But he loves to have a tear up. That might be the making him more the breaking of him. But as a young man, it's the making of him.
How far do you think he can go?
You know what? As long as he learns from that fight, he can go as far as he wants to go. But he's got to learn. He's got to learn from the mistakes he's made. He's got to make sure, there's a discipline. He's got all the ingredients to be a world champion, and he showed in cameos that he can be well disciplined. He's fast, paced, sharp, cojones. So it's down to him to actually put it into place.
I'll leave the killer question till the end. You'll never guess what it is, Johnny. But in other boxing news, Fabio Wardley's stopped Justice Sunni tonight after, it's fair to say, being well behind on the cards. Important win, but how do you see the British heavyweight division as a whole? Dave Allen's had a resurgence, and we've also got ITAUMA versus WHYTE supposedly to be announced.
The heavyweight landscape will forever be changing. We won't see another Anthony Joshua for quite a while, and I think he changed the landscape of heavyweight boxing, and he did an amazing job. So now we need a new star. Will it be Moses ITAUMA? But it will be forever changing until that new star establishes himself. So we just wait and see, but it's exciting.
What do you make of ITAUMA versus WHYTE?
It's a good fight. Dylan likes to fight. He'll have to tear up. You know, you can't test this man's cojones. You know, he'll fight anybody and everybody. So with Dylan doing that, you think, you know what? You know, it's a good fight, good testing fight, and he might be a gatekeeper right now.
I have to ask you, Johnny. Daily Mail's reported tonight that Boxer and Sky Sports are not renewing their deal with Boxer. Is this the last time we're going to see Johnny Nelson for some time? I know as much as you do, right?
But it's interesting. But if you think that Sky is coming out of boxing, you must be smoking rum, my friend. I know, I'm not in the office, but I do know. But Sky Sports has been in boxing for 40 years. They've made the wisest, the shrewdest, the smartest moves in boxing. They've outlasted them all the big time promoters, all the big time networks to say what they're going to do. The reason why the head and shoulders above everybody else is because they've got the smarts, the wisdom, the knowledge and experience. So don't be fooled by what the gossip mongers say. Just wait and see.
Yeah, there's a certain Mr. Hearn's done an interview tonight, and he said that it was never going to work after Matchroom and Sky Sports. It was almost like Boxer following Eddie Hearn was almost like Alex Ferguson being followed at Manchester United.
Well, that's not a dig at Sky, that's a dig at Boxer. And that's between Eddie and Boxer. And look, I've always said I think Eddie is one of the best promoters out there. I think he's an amazing salesman. I think he does a great job. And that doesn't matter if he's with Sky or anybody. I rate Eddie massively. And yeah, I agree. I think if people are trying to compare Ben Shalom and Eddie, you're mad. It's like day and night. But that's nothing to do with Sky. And so again, he didn't say anything wrong. What he said is, that's more of a slant on boxing than it is on Sky. It'd be silly to say that about Sky.
Talk more generally, Sky Sports is the biggest platform, isn't it, in the UK? Premier League football, and I remember before I even got into this, Johnny, you'd watch a Premier League game and you would just keep it on because the boxing was on next. It's such a crucial platform, isn't it, to have boxing on?
You've just answered the question, and that's exactly what it is. So how can you compete with that? We've had stations that have come about, Box Nation, I don't know, TNT. Oh, name them all. Remember when Satanta came about? You know, if
Yeah.
you're trying to create a channel that's dedicated to just boxing, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
You need to have a channel that has all the platforms of sport on. So if you're into sport, you're into sport. It's that crossover appeal to get the attention of the masses. That's what Sky's the best at.
Yeah.
And you said it in the UK, in the world,
Yeah.
Sky are the best at doing that. And that's why they've lasted so long and stood the test of time.
Yeah, that's me probably banned from the next few DAZN shows, Johnny. Very last one. I remember standing with you in the Fight Zone car park 4 years ago, and I asked you about Matchroom leaving Sky, and your exact words from me were, "Don't worry, we'll be fine." Should I still not worry? You're going to be fine?
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Brilliant. Johnny Nelson, I'll let you get on, mate.